Hello my friends, and welcome back to my channel. In today's video I am bringing you kind of a hodgepodge of homemaking motivation, I suppose. I'm here at my local grocery store at curbside pickup, and this morning I'm picking up some groceries. Thought I would take you along with me to pick up my groceries and then of course to put them away when I get home. And then we'll see what else I'm up to in this video. But either way, I hope it brings you some great homemaking motivation for your day.
I used to roll my eyes, I just couldn't sympathize with cards on Valentine's Day and couples who say babe.
Hey babe.
I used to take my pride in the way that that I defied. All romantic conventions and unrealistic expectations. I confess I'm lactose intolerant, and I might regret it, but I'll take the hit. I'll stay true to my feelings and try romanticizing. 'Cause when it comes to you and me, I don't mind a little cheese. I love you to the moon, you're a dream come true. You're the bread to my butter, the shade to my summer. I wanna be together. I love you 3,000, more than the highest mountain. You're the sun in my sky, the apple of my eye. All I want is you and I
never thought I was sentimental, but I guess I always had the potential. I think I had a feeling from the start when you became the man.
Okay, so I'm sitting down here in this corner where we keep all of our protein powders and everything we use to make protein shakes, because I wanted to show you this cabinet. I wanted to share with you. I wish I would have filmed this, but I really did not want to film the other day. My husband was out of town and I just got an itch to declutter, to clean things up, to tidy things, but I did not want to film. So I just went to town. I went throughout my entire kitchen and decluttered more items. You will see that in an upcoming video at my end of the month declutter with me video here at the end of July. But I wanted to show you this cabinet. It had kind of gotten out of control. My husband used to only drink protein shakes periodically, but recently he's been drinking them daily, and so he actually got a different type of protein powder than my daughter and I use. And so I wanted to decant his protein powder because I actually had this extra jar on hand. I used to keep chocolate and vanilla protein powder, but my daughter and I like chocolate better, and so the vanilla just wasn't getting used as much, so I just decided to go ahead and quit buying vanilla. So I had this extra jar on hand. We have these really cool jars that we buy some local raw honey, and it comes in these jars, and I've been saving them every time we buy another jar because look at how beautiful these are. They're great for food storage. They have like really nice plastic lids, and I feel like they're a really great size as well. So I decanted some items, including some things that my husband puts in his protein shake, things that my daughter and I put in our protein shake. I have a bin here with some extra items, so I just totally cleaned up this space. I apologize, I don't have a before and after. Like I said, it's so crazy as a YouTuber. Like as I was doing it, I was like, I should be filming this, but sometimes you just want to get a project done, you just want to focus, and so that's why I didn't take the camera along with me. But I did want to show you this space. And like I mentioned, you will see everything I decluttered from the kitchen at the end of the month. I actually was surprised at how many things I could find to declutter because, as you all know, I have been decluttering for years now, and it always amazes me what I can find to declutter in my spaces when I just take the time to quickly go through them. So something I purchased at the grocery store this week are the items to make this pie that I like to make. I thought I would take you along as I make it and show you how to make it. It's super simple. It is vegan, gluten-free, and also high in protein. And that sounds like it'll be gross, but it's actually so good. You've got to trust the process. And today I decided to do a really simple crust. I do have a recipe for a crust that is healthier, but for this crust, it's a chocolate pie, and I am just going to make a crust out of Oreos, and the Oreo brand now makes gluten-free Oreos, and I chose the mint flavor this time. I thought that would be really good with the chocolate pie. And then I'm just using some vegan butter to bind it together. So it's just crushed Oreos with some vegan butter for that pie crust. And then for this pie, it is super simple. All the ingredients you just throw into a blender and then mix until smooth. 1 package of tofu, and you want that to be firm. You also want to make sure you drain it really well and press it a little bit. Some alternative milk. I'm just using this coconut milk because it's what I have on hand. Dates, and this is what is going to sweeten it. Dates are such a great sweetener because they do have health benefits, but yet they sweeten it. And then chocolate chips, which also will sweeten it a little bit because I know chocolate chips do have some sugar, not a significant amount, but definitely have some sugar in there. And then also cocoa powder. So yeah, all you're gonna do is blend all those ingredients together. I can go ahead and put the exact recipe in my description box so that you know the measurements. I did forget to mention that you will want to melt the butter to add to the cookie crumbs to make the crust. Maybe that's obvious, but I didn't specifically say that, so I thought I would mention that. I also forgot to mention that you will want to melt your chocolate chips before you add them to the mixture to blend. And I honestly just do this in the microwave at 15-second intervals until it's nice and smooth. But like I mentioned, I will be sure to have the full recipe in my description box below.
I know it's dumb trying to pretend, 'cause everyone has an end. Can't ignore the gray hairs popping every new year. Noticing all the lines grow deeper when I smile. I used to think I still got time to waste, but lately I feel like it's too late. Met you when you were 19, I'll stay with you till 90. There's no way to stop now, let's go for another round. Made another trip around the sun, got a little close, it almost burned us up. Made another trip around the sun, can't stop the time, but time it can't stop us. Never too late to go off, never too old to grow up, never too late to go off, so go on. Never too late to go off, never too old to grow up, never too late to go off, so go on.
Woke up this morning with multiple backaches. I did. Still feel like I was just 21 last week. 21. I'm sorry, I'm living the future, I can't wait. Wait. Please stay in the moment or else it'll pass away. Can't move the same like I did in my past ways. Had to bring out the Band-Aid. Might have poured out a jar, regret on these pancakes. Overeating's a bad trait. Nothing gets under my skin like a handshake. Injected with bad faith. Getting older kinda feels like ballet. I'm just watching a matinee.
Made another trip around the sun, got a little close, it almost burned us up. Made another trip around the sun, can't stop the time, but time it can't stop us. Never too late to go off, never too old to grow up, never too late to go off, so go on. Never too late to go off, never too old to grow up, never too late to go off, so go on. Never too late to go off, never too old to grow up, never too late to go off, so go on. Never too late to go off, never too old to grow up, never too late to
time. When you realize I was totally right, you start to see the ones before you in a different light. The world keeps telling me that my prime age was 25, but here I'm thriving on the other side. My best years are ahead of me, but that on God, I'm on top of my game. Yeah, they just shooting a shot, but I've been working on range. Might get old, but baby girl, we get better with age.
Okay, I have the pie wrapped up and I'm gonna go ahead and put it in the freezer. I think probably a few hours is good. It's actually only like noon right now, so this will be great for after dinner tonight. And actually, today is my grandpa's 100th birthday. He lives up in Indiana, so I can't celebrate with him in person, but maybe in honor of him, we will have, I mean, it's not cake, but we'll have a piece of dessert in honor of him today and celebrating him. Okay friends, this is actually the next day and I'm here in front of my dresser because something else I did over the weekend when my husband was out of town is I cleaned out our dresser and I did declutter a few pieces. And the reason why I decided to get more ruthless with myself decluttering some of my athletic wear is because the brand IUGA reached out to me again and wanted to send me more items to review and share with you. And y'all, I don't know if it's just the no buy you're getting to me or if I actually absolutely love these athletic wear clothes. I mean, maybe it's a little bit of both. I will say one of the items I chose this time is the exact same athletic dress that I chose last time, just in a different color because I am obsessed with that dress. I want to wear it all of the time, but I did want to try out a few other of their pieces, and so I will share that with you. But I did want to show you what I did in my drawers. I actually also cleaned up my husband's drawers a little bit. I mean, I refolded things and I wiped out the bottom with some wood cleaner, but I didn't declutter any of his stuff. But I will show you the drawers and what they look like after. Once again, I'm sorry that I don't have like a before and after sort of picture for you because like I mentioned, I just wanted to work on it, get it done, and not have to film the whole process. So let me show you that. So a little while back, I stopped folding my husband's athletic socks. I mean, his dress socks, he doesn't really wear a lot, so I just kind of rearranged it and put the dress socks in the back, and then the socks that he wears more frequently, the white ones on one side, black ones on the other side. And I had just been kind of throwing them in here, but I decided to kind of make it more organized so it's easier for him to grab. So that is what his sock drawer is looking like. Some of his undershirts are missing because I'm doing laundry today, but this is what his undershirt drawer is looking like. And I won't show you his underwear drawer just because, you know. Also, I don't really fold his underwear either. I just throw them in there because he doesn't really care about that. Y'all, I don't know why I have such a hard time decluttering t-shirts. I certainly don't need this many t-shirts. Some of them I work out in, some of them I just wear around the house. But I was really struggling. I did get rid of a couple, and I will show you that in just a minute. My sock drawer didn't really change at all. This is pretty much what it always looks like, but I did clean out underneath, and I won't show you my underwear drawer either. And this last drawer just has my jeans in it. If you've been around, you know that I just keep them in here during the summer months when it's hot and I'm wearing shorts. Okay friends, I am now here in my closet. I did want to show you everything that I chose to declutter since I was bringing new items in. But before I get into that, I did want to show you the try-on haul. I wanted to show you all of the things that IUGA sent me and just show you how they fit on me and talk a little bit about them. So let me show you that now. First up is this tennis dress, which is identical to the one they sent me last time, only in this beautiful teal color. I love the design of this tennis dress. It is so comfy. It does have built-in shorts with pockets, which is really convenient. It also has a built-in bra with removable pads, which makes this a great summer outfit. Next up are these athletic tights. They are the FlexTight. They do have pockets on both sides, which is really convenient and nice. They are designed in such a way that they enhance your natural curves, which I really like. These are a full-length tight and go all the way down to your ankle. Next up is this double ruffle tennis skirt, which I loved the other tennis skirts they sent me, and I decided to go with a little bit different style this time, but it does still have the pockets and the built-in shorts. But I like these shorts because they are like a mesh short, and it's definitely very breathable material. Lastly are these fun bright pink shorts. They are such a comfortable material. I love how they don't have a seam in the front, but they don't give you that camel toe. They also have pockets on both sides, which is convenient. Use my code JOY25 to receive up to 50% off. The more you buy, the more you will save. Okay, so I have some items that I'm decluttering since I brought in these new items. It's not an exact one in, one out in the sense that it's not like, for instance, I got a new dress, so I'm getting rid of a dress, or I got a new skirt, so I'm getting rid of a skirt. I just chose some items that I wanted to get rid of and chose at least 4 items so that I'm keeping up with that one in, one out rule. So I'm going to show you the things I decided to declutter. So you might know that last time I did get a tennis dress from IUGA and I loved it so much I got a second one. And when I received that dress, I talked in that video about how I didn't really have any dresses I was ready to declutter, but because I got another one, I was like, okay, Joy, you need to get serious. Like, you need to be more harsh about what dresses that you're keeping, because you brought yet another dress into your wardrobe. I did grab a couple of dresses, and the first one is this dress, which my friend gave me this dress. It used to be her sister's, and it is too big on me. It's the wrong size, but I was gonna try to style it, and this is actually backwards, but I was gonna wear it backwards and have like this v-neck and try to put a belt with it. But honestly, I feel like it looks like a sack on me. It's just very unflattering, so I'm gonna get rid of that. And then I also chose this dress, which honestly, when I was looking at the dresses when I got the last tennis dress, I thought about getting rid of this, but I do think it's cute. It's such a distinctive pattern that I don't think I'll wear it very often. And I usually wear dresses to church on Sunday, and I have not worn this all summer. I actually bought it when I hit 1K subscribers, and my son took some photos of me with this and the big 1K balloons. So it has a little bit of sentimental value, but I have those pictures to remember it by. So yeah, I'm just not wearing it. And then I do have a pair of athletic shorts that I just do not grab as often as other athletic shorts. And then I chose 3 t-shirts that I'm getting rid of that I just don't wear as often as the t-shirts that I kept. And I will say, this one I actually just wore to the gym today, and I washed it. I wore it to the gym to see if I really liked it. And I just thought about some of the other t-shirts that I have available to me to wear to the gym, and I don't know, it fits really weird. It's very wide on me. It's very large. I think it's just gotten stretched out over the years. But anyway, all this to say, I decided that I didn't really want to keep this. This is a trick. If you have something you're on the fence about, just wear it. Wear it out, wear it to something low stakes if you need to. Like you're just going shopping at Trader Joe's or going to the gym, and see if you actually like it, if you feel confident in it, if you love it as much as your other items that are like it, especially if you have a lot of options in that category. So, little trick for you. Okay, one thing I did want to do is I have a box of seasonal athletic wear, which is long sleeves and leggings. And I was gonna spin through that again since I did get that new pair of leggings. I feel like I have so many leggings. So many leggings, y'all. And I was thinking of a couple that I could potentially get rid of. So I'm gonna grab this box and see what I can find. Okay, see, some of my problem is that I have some that aren't in great shape, but I really like the style of them, and so I keep keeping them. But they are super comfy, but since they're so similar to the leggings I just got, meh. Yay. I don't know. Okay, what I am going to do is, okay, I don't know why I'm having such a tough time getting rid of these. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to wait until the winter season before I make a decision on these. I'm going to actually use that trick that I just shared with you, where I'm going to wear them and see how I feel about them. Wear them one last voyage. But I am going to get rid of these. And I know some of you might be like, no, don't get rid of your pleather tights. But y'all, I have 2 other pairs of pleather tights, and I think last year I never wore these, last winter. I have these, which are the Spanx brand, so they're higher quality and they like stay in place better, and the other brand are the Athleta brand, also stay in place much better. I feel like I'm always having to pull these up, and I don't like the sheen on them quite as much either. So I'm still getting rid of 1 pair of leggings, so I'm gonna call that a win. Okay friends, that is all for today's video. I know this video ended up kind of being a hodgepodge of homemaking motivation, but I do hope that it motivated you or inspired you in some way today. Please be sure to check out the links to IUGA down in my description box below. If you are in need of some athletic wear, I highly recommend them. They're very comfortable and affordable, so definitely check that out. But as always, I really appreciate you watching my videos all the way until the end, and I will see you next time. Bye!